Yes, dear students, we continue talking about the communicative language teaching method, teaching method in general, and today we are going to talk about communicative language teaching method, which we came across it, but we need to, add more. It was developed to promote real-world communication over structural language drills. So, communicative language testing or teaching is an approach to language teaching that emphasizes communication as both the goal and the means of learning. Just like when we use language for communication, when we teach students language so that they use it to communicate, this is communicative language teaching. So it focuses on developing communicative competence, not only grammatical accuracy like the other methodologies like grammar translation method. It aims to help learners to use language appropriately in real-life situations, to communicate meaning effectively, to develop fluency as well as accuracy, to interact through speaking, listening, reading, and writing. What are the key principles of this methodology? Communicative competence, meaning over form, learner-centered, not teacher-centered, authentic language, so they use real-life text and situations. Interaction, pair and group work are essential, and tolerance of errors. Errors are natural in communication. There are some comments on communicative competence. Grammatical competence, knowledge of grammar and vocabulary. Sociolinguistic competence, appropriateness of language use. Discourse competence, coherence and cohesion is very important. Strategic competence, using strategies to overcome communication problems. These are some activities, you have to do them. All these are about communicative language teaching. You need to do all these activities. They are all about communicative language teaching. They are all about communicative language teaching. You need to do all of these, dear students. Now we come to content and language integrated learning. It's one of the methodologies, teaching methodologies. Content and language integrated learning, CLIL, it's called CLIL, is a dual focused educational approach in which an additional language is used for learning and teaching of both content and language. This is according to Colley, Hood and Marsh. It has dual integrated aims. Learning of the subject matter, maybe geography, maybe history, maybe science, which is the content. Learning of the L2 language used as the medium of instruction. For example, in some of the schools, they teach English, they teach geography in English, they teach science in English, they teach all the subjects in English, so they use content, which is science, geography or history, to learn language. Okay, this is what CLIL means. So the students learn subject content through English. Dual focus language, English, and content, maybe history, maybe geography, maybe math, maybe science, and so on. This is content and language integrated learning. It has some strength. It improves academic language proficiency. It motivates learners through the real world content, but it has some limitations. High cognitive load, not suitable for low level learners. This is why I use it in the university level, okay, or high school level. So these are the activities about communicative language, content and language integrated methodology, or all these are the activity about it. To do all these activities about this. All these are activities about this. Right. Now you can say that we finish. We have like a very solid background, so as this will help you as a teacher to develop your different competencies, the teacher and linguistic competencies. So you have to differentiate between the language theories and the teaching methodologies. Okay, accompanying these things together, this will build your character as a English language teachers. Now we come to the how we teach vocabulary teaching cycle. Oh my god, what is this? You present it in context, not in isolation. You clarify meaning from pronunciation. You give them practice, recycling, retrieval, and then choose fewer better words. You choose words, you present them, you check their pronunciation, and so on. Let's see. Vocabulary is a building block of language. Without adequate vocabulary, learners cannot communicate effectively. Right now, we cannot communicate effectively if you don't have considerable, adequate vocabulary. So, essential for reading comprehension, supports writing accuracy and fluency, enables speaking and listening, directly influences learner confidence and motivation. So, there are different types of vocabulary. Receptive vocabulary, productive vocabulary, and academic vocabulary. What's meant by receptive vocabulary? Words learners understand when reading or listening. Like photosynthesis, focuses on recognition, reading task. Productive words learners can use in speaking or writing, like analyze, practice in writing and speaking. Academic words used in school textbooks and research. So we have receptive, what you receive, what you get; productive, what you use; academic, what you use in your academic context or setting. Everyday general English words. These are 4 types of vocabulary. Activity. Make a list of you can do these activities. They are all about the strategies of teaching vocabulary. Number A, contextualization. The first strategy to teach vocabulary is contextualization. What's meant by that? Teach words in context. Do not give them just the words like that and then try to explain it. Explain the words and put it in a context, not in isolation. Use sentences, stories, or dialogues. The first thing is to use the words in context, not in isolation. And this is an activity of this. The second one is semantic mapping. Connect new words with related words. The words you want to explain connected with other words. This is called semantic mapping or mind mapping, so that the students visualize relationship with mind maps or connect concept maps. For example, if you want to teach the word travel, you do it. You link it with passengers, bus station, train, bus. Students create a map with related words like journey, passport, airport, hotel, and so on. So the first technique or the first strategy of teaching vocabulary is contextualization, to put in a context. The second one is semantic mapping, to relate it to other words. Number C, words families. Teach base words, prefix and suffixes. Helps learners recognize patterns and expand vocabulary. Words families, nouns, verbs, adjective, and so on. Base word happy, related forms happiness, unhappy, happily. Teach, teacher, teaching, teachable, unteach, and so on. The third one is number 4 is teaching collocations. What is collocations? Teach words that naturally go together. For example, food, you can teach vegetables which are collocated with the word food. Pizza, which is collocated with the, you teach the collocation of the words that naturally go together with the word you want to teach. This helps learners sound more natural and fluent. Number D, these are activities. Number E, use of visual and real objects. You can, if you want to teach apple, you bring a real apple. If you want to teach, for example, car, you can bring a picture of a real car. Okay. Number E, repetition and recycling. Repetition and recycling is one of the techniques that we use to teach vocabulary. New words should be repeated and used in multiple contexts. Helps move words from short-term to long-term memory. Number G, teaching vocabulary for skills integration, reading, listening, speaking, or writing. Pre-teach words, highlight target words in the listening passages, encourage learners to use new words in conversation, assign tasks that include new vocabulary. So this how you integrate the words into our 4 skills, the 4 integrated skills. Okay, so these are different activities of how, of teaching vocabulary. These are the activities of teaching vocabulary. And there are ways of teaching vocabulary. There are some ways of teaching vocabulary. You need to check them again. You have class now. You have teaching vocabulary for skills integration, repetition and recycling, use of visual and real objects, teaching collocations, words families, semantic mapping, contextualization. These are the best ways of teaching vocabulary. So from now then, I'm going to do students to practice how you teach vocabulary. Think of how you teach vocabulary. It will be good if you give like a very short presentation of how you teach just one word. Choose one word and use one of these methodologies or strategies to teach it. Just use one word and try to do it together in a group or with your colleagues. Okay? Thank you very much and see you next time, inshallah.